Hi guys, and welcome to Jazz Journey. Today is day number 6 of 10 days of love, and I usually don't do an updo type of or a bun or pick up on my hair, but I don't know, when you think of romance or what comes to mind is maybe this kind of hairstyle. So I kind of wanted to go with the theme, and also kind of like pink with the soft sweater because it's a little chilly. But what do you guys think of the mascara? I'm trying out a new mascara. It's the one from CoverGirl Peacock Flare. If you have tried it, let me know what you think of this mascara. I'm actually wearing it, and I was surprised how they did go up and it didn't leave a mess. So I think so far it's a good mascara. So let's just get to it. Let's get to the romantic movies. You know, everybody has a favorite movie, and I feel like every movie connects you somehow. Maybe your story could be a lot of people might pick The Notebook and Titanic. Yes, it is one of those romantic movies, but I want to share the ones. There's so many new ones that came out ever since. So when I think of romantic movies, it has to be a movie that impacted me in such a way that I remember when I think about it, I'm still connected to it. So my number 5 is 50 First Dates. I like okay, sometimes you think romantic has to be drama, but sometimes for me romance has to have some type of comedy at least. And I really like Adam Sandler, and I like how Adam Sandler Drew Barrymore, how they played it together. I love their chemistry. I love how every single time he has to kind of like win her over because she has short time memory. So I really love the movie, how it was set in Hawaii. I thought it was funny but romantic, and how he continues to win her over, and then they get married and he just plays the video and she just keeps falling in love with him again. So it is hard for you to fall in love with a person just one day, and he has to do that. He does that every day, and he didn't give up. So that's why I like that movie, and it's my number 5. Number 4, the movie Up. I know it's a cartoon, but when I think of romance, and this is a movie that I really love, and even though it's a cartoon, an animated movie, to me is one of my favorites. I could always, when they could be giving it on TV, and I will end up watching it. I love the story of these older couple. They come together, and she has this wish, and it was for her to visit someplace, and he didn't have the best attitude or persona, but she somehow made him stand out and show his good quality. So I know it's funny that I pick a cartoon as my top 4, but I really love that movie. I love Up, and it makes me smile, and I do. Number 3, I love this movie. It's sad, but it's so romantic of how this came about, and it's P.S. I Love You. And it's sad. Like I said, it's sad. I don't want to be a spoiler if you haven't seen any of these movies, but that's what the movie is basically about. He does pass away, and it's kind of like she wasn't ready for it. She's super depressed because you could tell how much they loved each other. But even after his passing, he surprised her, helping her get up, helping her come out of this state that she's in. And for a guy to go out of his way, plan something so much ahead, and help his wife come out from taking this news, I think it's very romantic, and because it's so different and so unique, that's the reason why I really love that movie, and it's my number 3. It's P.S. I Love You. Number 2 is kind of like a cartoon, but I'm talking about the movie, and it's Beauty and the Beast. Again, I feel like it's a way that somebody who's so nice and sweet, which is Belle, she is captivated in this big castle, and here's this guy who has this big castle. Instead of him enjoying it and showing his positive side, but because he was put into a spell, he feels like he's never gonna find love. And it's such a beautiful story how a person that could be so dark and feels like he's never gonna fulfill anything, and he's always gonna be in that spell, but how a person that is so sweet like Belle could transform, change, and break a spell that is such a hard thing to come about, which he has given up doing. And she did turn it around, even though he did not make it easy, and all the characters in there make it so interesting and so fun. And the music, I don't like musicals too much, but I don't miss the songs at all. And it takes me back because it's one of the movies that I could bond with my sister about. She loves that movie, the animated one from Disney. And seeing Beauty and the Beast, the movie, come to life with characters, I just love that movie. And that's what's my number 2. My number 1, surprisingly, I did not want to see this movie because it's a musical, and it was my son. He said he saw it twice because he was on a plane, and he lived in South Korea, so his flight was like 10 hours. So in the plane he watched so many movies, so he bumped into this one, which is called La La Land, and he just watched it and loved the movie. He just even knows the song, so because when he flies again, he got to see it again. So I kind of feel like sometimes some people may have a person that they connected in such a strong way, but yet they were not meant to be. And I guess sometimes I wonder, what if? And I really don't like to have that in your mind, like what if this was the person for me. And I did have that when I was in a relationship when I was a teenager, and I kept wondering what if. And I'm glad that God took away that question that I had, because it's hard for you to be living with a relationship but looking at the past, looking at the rearview mirror. And I felt like I could relate a little bit in that movie because I did experience that. So that's why I love the movie. I love how they play together. I seen them play together in another movie, and I love the songs and how happy it was, and it carried through a story. So that's why it's my number 1. La La Land is my number 1. I want to know which one is your number 1 romantic movie that you're. There's going to be ladies participating on this video, and I invite you to check out their videos. In the description box is going to be their link, so you could visit their channel and give them support as well. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, I invite you to give it a like. And if you haven't done so, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much for selecting this video. So until the next video, bye.